You're what's going on, buddy? Oh, me? I'm just fine. I was just walking to work today and scrolled past this video, and I was thinking to myself, aren't dating apps kind of like out of style? I really thought dating apps kind of died like 2 years ago, but especially after that whole thing with the one app where the ladies DMs got leaked and shit. They were talking about like exes and shit. Like I thought that was like the last nail in the coffin for dating apps. And then, apparently they're making one for kids. And then I was like, they're making one app for kids. I don't know why they hit me second. But like I think we can all agree that what we would classify as kids don't need to be dating. But at the same time, I really can't like I can't help but imagine that the majority of accounts on this app are not going to be of target age. Um, So I don't know how this ever got past the pitch meeting. I think we need Ryan George to make a skit about that. But let's see what Miss Shoehan got for us.
Oh, that is a interesting internet history. Naughty, naughty list. Hell even. But don't you worry, Santa has a special gift for you. Ah, yes, here it is. Merry Christmas. Man-made horrors beyond your comprehension. Now I know what you are probably thinking.
Oh, I thought you were keep it on the whole
dating app
time.
for children. There's got to be more to that, right? That can't
No.
be it. We're not at that level yet,
No.
right?
It's been compared to Tinder, but for young teens. Wiz is an app where users as young as 12 years old can swipe and meet new friends randomly, and it can be a minefield.
I don't think we categorize Tinder as meeting friends. Maybe you should use something like Bumble or something like that, but don't directly compare it to Tinder. That's just oh.
There's a lot of like weird people on there. They like to ask for nudes.
The Canadian Centre for Child Protection says it has received more than
What did I
180
just say?
reports about Wiz in the last year and a half.
So I did a little research and found that Wiz is actually a lot worse than people think it is. And it's also not the first or the last of its kind. In fact, there are shockingly many dating apps for kids out there. Or friendship.
I thought it was just the one. Friendship apps is crazy, but I thought it was just the one. I could have sworn this was a video of getting ahead of the curve, but there's apps is crazy.
Apps, as they like to call themselves. So in this video, we are going to talk about the rising disturbing trend of these friendship apps. And then we're going to actually look at what is happening inside these friendship apps. I actually posted about this on Twitter the other day, and people were like bamboozled that this was actually a real thing.
I follow Shu, and she's so funny. Like, sometimes she'll just comment on something, and it just blows my mind. Like, how did you find this?
I don't find it. It finds me. There is so much insanity happening on the news every single day. I try to bring you guys the craziest stories, but honestly, it gets hard to keep up. Thankfully, I have an app for that. So before we get into this deep dive, let's quickly give a shout out to today's sponsor. You all know it, you all love it, Ground News. Ground News is a website and an app that gives readers an easy and transparent way to read news from all across the political spectrum, from left, right, and center. Every story comes with a quick visual breakdown of political bias that helps you understand the full story and makes sure you're getting both sides. One of my favorite features on the Ground News app is the blind spot feature, which shows you news stories that were covered by one side of the political spectrum but ignored by the other.
It's
For example, here's a story
insane
about Mike Pence is
how
falling on
easily
RFK
you
Jr.
can
to
just
step
see
down.
shit
Oh no, the
happen
girls
and
are
it
fighting.
just keeps
16
happening.
news sources covered this. 10 were right wing, and only one was left wing, which is
Like,
weird because, like, why wouldn't you want to cover some juicy infighting, right?
It's
Because
so
the liberal
obvious
news outlets are
that it
too
would be
busy
a
covering the
creepy,
results of
like
Trump's
a
MRI
creepy
scan. He apparently,
person
quote,
magnet.
has no idea what they analyzed. 42 news sources covered this, and only 4 were right wing.
I don't know
Ground
how
News
these
also makes it really
things
fun and easy to
keep
compare headlines
passing.
to show how political bias can affect framing. For example, this left wing outlet covered how Kamala Harris said Democrats are very much stuck in the past, and a right wing outlet covered the exact same story with this headline: Kamala Harris got something right for a change. Honestly, true. I've been using Ground News for years because it is a great and easy way to stay informed, and it really helps me see how both sides can frame the same story so differently. But don't just take my word for it. Even the Nobel Peace Center called it an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. Best of all, I'm currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. It's only $5 a month, which is like basically the price of a coffee nowadays, and it is so worth it. So go to ground.news/shoe or use the QR code here on screen or description. So thank you, Ground News, for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. Right? And now, back to the video. Now, little known fact, Tinder was the original Tinder for kids. No, I'm not joking. Tinder used to have a 13 to 17 section. Kinder. if you will. Tinder
Crazy.
eventually got rid of it in 2016, but the market for a Tinder for kids was apparently still there. So it wasn't long before people saw dollar signs and created their own friendship apps. There are many friendship apps on the App Store for minors, like Yubo, Hoop, Perp, Scoot, Badoo. What in the
Never
Dr. S. Seuss
ever heard of any
is
of these
this?
before.
The Skadoos were on their Badoo app, sending their Who's pictures of their kazoos. Listen, back in my day, we didn't have Tinder for kids, okay? We had wholesome gangs on Habbo Hotel and Club Penguin. Whatever happened to getting good old-fashioned groomed on Skype? The main friendship app currently making headlines right now is Wiz. Wiz, the Tinder for kids app, exposes kids to predators. Congress must act.
That's a
Congress.
you don't
Half
say.
of Congress is probably on this f***ing app. You expect me to believe the government currently protecting Jeffrey Epstein is going to do something about the Jeffrey Epstein app? New York City teens told the Post that Wiz, which is available to users 13 and older, is similar to a dating app in the way you swipe through profiles, and that some underage users are relying on it to arrange hookups with strangers, including adults. It's like Tinder for kids, a 16-year-old high school senior from Manhattan told the Post. Like, literally, when you think of Tinder, that's what it is. Trying to hook up or, like, date. Many of the profile photos
Or,
are
like,
thirst
date
traps,
comes
with
second.
girls
It's
in
crazy.
sports bras and boys posting shirtless selfies. It's marketed as a wholesome app when it's actually not a wholesome app. There have
It
already
never
been
is.
multiple arrests across the country of adult predators sexually assaulting teens they met on the app. In Washington,
This is too obvious. How did you I want to know who makes these things, right? Like what? Like I honestly want to know what you're thinking. Do they do it on purpose? I feel like they might do it on purpose. It's just fucking wild.
a 23-year-old man was charged with rape earlier this year after meeting up with a 12-year-old girl on Wiz. The victim told police he claimed to be 15.
Obviously.
A 19-year-old Marine in Hawaii was charged with sexually assaulting an 11-year-old girl he met on the app. And a 27-year-old Chicago man is facing charges for sexually assaulting several teenage girls he met on Wiz while also pretending to be a teen. In 2024, Florida's Department of Law Enforcement arrested a 20-year-old man for using a computer to solicit a minor, after investigation revealed he was speaking to a 14-year-old girl on Wiz while purporting to be 16. So not only like 20-something-year-old adults were pretending to be younger, but younger people were pretending to be older. How the f*** is there no age verification on this app? At Wiz, the safety and well-being of our teen users is our highest priority. Oh, that's good to hear. Wiz uses sophisticated AI safety algorithms for age verification. You what? You're relying on AI for the safety of children on your website? May I remind you, we are still in the very early stages of AI. It's nowhere near where it has to be to handle important things like this. To handle verifying
true.
people's ages on a dating website for minors. What?
I've always
the
looked older than what I
Really,
was.
Wiz is designed to connect kids with strangers, and furthermore, they allow both kids or both teens and adults onto the app. And they claim that they separate the kids from the adults by robust age verification tools. But I personally have tested those tools, and 3 times, every single time I tested them, I was able to create an account as a 16-year-old, and I was put into a category where I was encouraged to date 15 to 17-year-olds.
Like, tell me why I saw a 20-something-year-old say they were 16 and easily get into Wiz.
Verify your age. To make sure you connect with people your age, we need to verify yours. Age verified. That didn't take...
Or this 20-something-year-old that said they were 15.
Age verification. Verify 分手账.
Yeah, that was fast as shit.
What's at stake here is that adults, particularly adult men, can pose as 15-year-old boys and hook up with teenage girls or teenage boys for that matter. It's as simple as that. Stephen Balcom, founder of the Family Online Safety Institute, told the Post. Stephen Balcom was able to sign up for Wiz as a teen. Oh wow, he must look pretty young. Oh no. It's honestly just incredible to me that this idea was
That's
pitched to
crazy.
people like Tinder for kids, and nobody in
Yeah.
that boardroom immediately got up and punched that guy.
Exactly.
This idea should have never been spoken into the world.
We need Ryan George on this right now. I need to know how this passes. I need to know the thought process. I want to hear the pitch. I want to hear what the fucking goal is from the people who are pushing it through and through making this stuff. Because this is insane. This is obviously red flag city, especially with stupid ass kids and predatory fucking older people. It's ridiculous.
world. This is a curse upon our lands. The CEO should be trapped inside of a crystal for 1,000 years. So who are the geniuses behind Wiz? Let's take a look. Oh, it's just a bunch of nerds. I don't know what I was expecting, honestly. Okay, so the CEO, Thomas Don... I don't know what I was expecting, honestly.
It's him. He's the one.
Okay, so the CEO, Thomas Don...
Donninger?
Can I say that?
Donninger.
Now I know what you're thinking. And yes. Yes, he is. French. It's always the French behind this shit. Cutie is now this. It's seriously time we start asking the French question.
That makes a lot of
Believe it or not,
sense.
this is not the first time Wiz has been under fire. Last year, Apple actually had to remove it from the App Store because of extortion controversies. Apple removed the app Tuesday after the National Center of Sexual Exploitation contacted the company with concerns about the alleged use of Wiz in extortion scams. Extortion is an increasingly common online crime in which people are enticed to send sexually explicit photos. Once the photos are sent, the receiver of the images threatens to share them online or with family or friends unless the victim sends money. John Sheehan, Senior Vice President of the Exploited
That's
Children
scummy as
Division
hell.
and International Engagement for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, said his organization has received more than 100 reports from members of the public about minors allegedly extorted on Wiz this year, putting the app behind only
Wow.
Snapchat and Instagram for such reports. So because there was extortion allegedly from Wiz, they had to shut it down. And this is the public statement Wiz came out with. Are you ready for this? Hey
no.
there, just wanted to drop in with a quick heads up. Wiz is currently taking a break from the app stores due to a technical hiccup. We're working super hard to get everything sorted out and back to normal ASAP. Here's the deal. If you uninstall Wiz during this time, you won't be able to re-download it until we're back up and running in the App Store. So we recommend hanging tight. We're really sorry for any inconvenience this may cause. We appreciate your patience and support. Stay tuned for the update, and in the meantime, keep enjoying Wiz. Thanks for being part of our Wiz family. Oopsie poopsie, we did well, f***y wucky. And when they were allowed back on the App Store, this was their announcement. Imagine, if you will, getting banned off the App Store because of
That
controversies
sounds pretty fucking tone
surrounding
deaf.
extortion of minors. And then being like, we're back, bitches!
Yeah, we're back to exploit more minors.
Audacity. We're still working on getting back on the store. We miss you guys. Stay strong. I like the hashtag attempt here. Nobody is using that. It sounds like a rapper.
Wiz
Free
Khalifa's
my
not in
homie Lil
jail.
Wiz. He ain't done nothing. Okay,
Wiz
so
ain't in jail.
what exactly is on this app? Well, I am about to show you. I will be getting these
Jesus
screen
Christ.
caps from other videos about this topic because there is no fucking way I am downloading any of these apps onto my device, okay? I am on way too many lists already. Anyway, here are some examples of some profiles on these friendship apps. Back on here, I guess, 5, 10, 16, don't send, hit me up. I'm a good listener. Don't be
send
dry.
what?
Don't send. LOL. I don't send. Friendly
Oh.
304. Older girls are on top. 15. Look at the little Roblox icon. I don't
Yeah,
send,
that's a
so don't
bad
try.
sign.
I don't send. Don't ask. So if you are not aware what these people mean when they say
I think I
don't
picked up on
send,
it,
they are
yeah.
saying they do not send private photos.
Yeah.
May I remind you that this is an app marketed towards minors. And these minors feel the need to put in their profiles that they do not send nudes to strangers. That is how prevalent that is on this app. They feel like they have to go out of their way to say they don't do it. This one literally has to say, I don't send, stop asking. Bro, what the?
Wild.
Trades, 17. All send, 14. Wow, those are some interesting names they have there in Australia. How exotic. My shit big, by the way. 16 years old. No Bill Cosby shit, but if bitches sleeping on me, then I'm a fuck 'em.
What the fuck are you even talking about?
Hit me up if you are a girl that plays variety games.
Okay, beyond the fact that all this shit is just cringe in the first place, why is this the structure of the text on this app? This is disgusting. I hate this.
Listens to music and has a decent amount of beauty, so I can actually appreciate you. I don't date gays or blacks. Teen mom, if you have a prob, keep swiping. 14. I like it in the back door. Violet,
14
15. Pull
teen
up
mom
for
is
s
crazy.
and smoking. Bring me a nick though. DM to rate eggplant. Oh man, I sure love friendship
Oh boy, that
apps.
sounds
My favorite
fun.
activity to do with the homies, with the bros, rating each other's dicks. Friendship. I don't send. You should obsess over me. 15. It's wrong. If you're a sub and a masochist, text me now. Be my yandere. Be my
What in the
psychopath.
mixed messaging is
Someone
that?
please come collect your daughter. Oh my god. 6'3", football. Text me
That was
with
probably
Riz.
AI.
I have a whimper audio, so ask to see. Holy shit, someone please come collect your son. Where are the freaks at? 15 years old asking where the freaks are at. Sir,
Yeah.
I do not doubt at all. Several freaks are viewing your profile. Rate me 1 out of 10. Middle school, about to be 13. They have their age set to 17, but they're actually 13, so again, great job. These state-of-the-art AI technology at work here. ChatGPT says I'm 24 years old without makeup. My 34-year-old
Crazy.
haggard ass. I'm sorry if I do not trust fucking clankers to handle something like this. Let's take a look at what actual teenagers are saying about this app, shall we? Is Wiz safe? No, I got sent CP on it. Bruh, I got asked, do you trade so many times? Most people on there are horny for real. Got way too many PP pics from people. No, literally at this point, Wiz has become a child-friendly Tinder. The things I saw were horrifying. 15-year-olds posting videos of themselves twerking, 14-year-olds calling themselves bottoms, 13-year-olds putting shit in their bios like, I'll send if you send. My sister is using a dating app for teens called Wiz, and honestly, I find it really unhealthy. She spends a lot of time talking to guys she barely knows. The worst part is, my mom does nothing about it. I've been punished for way less, but my sister never gets any real consequences. I'm just trying to protect her, but she thinks I'm against her, and I'm really scared that one day this could end badly. W, older brother, please protect your sister. She may hate you in the moment, but she will thank you in the future. Oh my god, and the fact that his mom doesn't care. This is giving me like actual anxiety. Here's my catch. If you're a guy, it's hard. Watch ads to get 5 coins, and once you reach 250, start the boost to get more requests. Oh, it's one of those watch ads to get coins sort of apps, of course. So what are the ads these 13 to 17-year-olds being forced to watch in order to get coins or whatever the Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what type of ads are on these friendship apps. Safe chat room. Enjoy private chats with gorgeous online. Gets our horny. 1v1
That's
video
an app?
chat. Please tame me. I wanna. AI generate. Not safe for work. Dirty call and come fast. Free video chat
who
with
makes
naughty
these
hot
apps?
girl. Now I know every single social media has an issue with this. Every single one, from Instagram to Twitter, there's always an issue of
There's some crazy
preying
fucking
on
apps
minors
out
on
there.
social media.
App
But
ads
these
out
apps
there.
in particular are created with weird intentions from the
From
get-go.
the-
Like,
yeah,
why does a
uh-huh.
13-year-old kid need an app like this, where they swipe on photos of people and like plan to meet them in person? They just don't need an app
They
like
don't.
this. The bad
At all.
that potentially comes with it completely outweighs like any of the good that can come from an app like this. I remember when like don't talk to strangers online was like the big thing. That was
Yeah.
like the main internet rule. That and don't believe everything you see on the internet, which is funny now coming from the boomer generation that thinks like this is real on Facebook. Meanwhile, nowadays, apps like this are literally marketing themselves to minors like meet strangers on the internet. As a teenager, it is like the optimal time to like meet friends in real life. Like that is when it is the easiest, because it gets really hard to meet friends as an adult. It gets hard as to meet friends as an adult. Like everyone's already established, everyone already has their friends, and like if you try to make friends with someone, you feel like a fucking like weirdo freak. Like when I moved to the city, I tried Bumble BFF. I think I've told the story before. Sorry if I told the story before in a video. There not much happens in my life, so if I repeat stories, I'm sorry. I tried Bumble BFF and the only person I matched with was a furry. Anyway, my point is,
Ooh.
I don't think 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old, whatever, they shouldn't be meeting strangers off the internet. Like, at the very least, what these apps are doing are normalizing hookup culture. Basically
Yeah.
grooming them into hookup culture, one of the most toxic aspects of modern society, in my opinion. But these companies do not care. These companies don't care because at the end of the day, they are making a profit. It's not surprising at all that a lot of these apps showed up during COVID, during lockdowns, when many teenagers
they
and
were
kids
new.
were really lonely. Like I said before, the app is apparently full of ads.
They've been around for 5 years? Maybe 6-ish years? I thought that shit happened like last week. Bro, that's crazy. I haven't heard about this until now. Holy shit.
Freaky ass ads. And you can buy like all this extra stuff on the app. There's like in-app purchases. There's like the fucking burger bundle, whatever the hell that is. I like how this is so blatantly like a French person's idea of like, this is like a French person's idea of like marketing to the United States. Bonjour, Americans. Would you like the burger bundle? So you can have a 13-year-old girl on your, how you say, oui, oui. One of the biggest issues, though, besides the predators or the normalization of hookup apps, is the fact that this app is mainly used by minors to trade photos with other minors. A lot of people, a lot of teenagers especially, don't know that even though you're also a minor, you are still technically creating and distributing CP. If those pictures somehow get out, if she breaks up with you and posts them, you could both get in trouble. You could go to jail. You could be labeled a sex offender. Yes, you as a minor could be labeled a sex offender because you sent pictures to another minor. And that's what like 90% of this app is. Minors getting each other's links and trading and whatever the like, how do the creators of this app not see that? How do they do see it. They don't care because
they don't give a shit.
bundle. So what can we do about this? One particular
Burn
promising
down
solution
France.
pending before Congress is the Kids Online Safety Act, a bipartisan bill that establishes a duty of care for online platforms likely to be accessed by children. Listen, of course I think government regulation is absolutely necessary to keep corpos in check. If not, they would just do a bunch of immoral, evil shit for money. However, I do not trust the government to handle anything regarding free speech and the internet. Listen, in a perfect world, the government would step in and make the internet a safer place for children, but we do not live in a perfect world. We live in hell world. And in hell world, anything the government gets its grubby little hands on turns to shit. It will go from, we're just protecting kids, to, we're just protecting adults from bad opinions. It will go from, sorry little Timmy, you can't watch fat booty Latinas in Space 12, to, sorry grown-ass man, you can't post that opinion about Israel. But I don't know, you need a government ID to buy alcohol or weed online. Why shouldn't you also need a government ID to...
Yeah, it really should definitely be outlawed for 100%. The entire... under any kind of under 18 friendship app, Tinder equivalent app, anything like that should be treated just like drinking alcohol. It should be treated like fucking renting a car. It should be 25. But no, absolutely, just get this shit the fuck out of here legislatively.
Watch porn or access apps like this. I don't really know. I kind of like go back and forth on my opinion of stuff like this. I don't really have a fleshed out opinion of this yet. My husband has not given me my opinion of this yet. All I know is it is ultimately the parent's job to monitor what their kids are doing online. But in my opinion, something like this shouldn't even exist in the first place.
All.
Like imagine, yeah, we created meth for kids. You as a parent, you know, you keep your kids away, but you know, the meth for kids is here. You know, if they want it, if they want to buy it, like, no. Also, like, the parents are giving their kids iPads right out of the f***ing womb, dude. These little motherfuckers can't read. Australia is actually enforcing the first social media ban for kids under 16. These are the platforms being banned in Australia: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, X, YouTube, Reddit, Threads, Kick, Twitch. And these are the ones that are still allowed. Steam, WhatsApp, Messenger, YouTube Kids, Pinterest, GitHub, Google Classroom, Lego Play, Roblox, and Discord. I'm sorry, stop. You want to protect children, and you didn't ban Discord? Also, wow, I almost forgot. Roblox is also trying to become a dating website. Roblox, the game mostly used by children. I feel like kids are in such a...
Pause on that, Michelle. A game mostly used by fucking adults. I referenced that Roblox situation earlier because the Roblox meant for children, but the fuck ton adults on there grooming kids and shit, right? Or doing freaky ass shit in general. But yeah, no, you're not gonna. It's all the same. I ban that shit too. Ban the fucking. You want to protect kids and have robot? Nope, that's a mistake. And how you gonna go from such a scandal like that by having like your game be just like a meeting ground for freaks and pedos to becoming a dating app? How does that happen? How do you do that? You can't just switch gears like that. You think niggas just forget? No.
Rush to be adults today more than ever. I think because like social media and influencers. Oh my god, apparently the most popular jobs for children that they want to be when they grow up are like streamer and like YouTuber. We're so cooked, dude. I swear to god, if my kids come up to me and they're like, I want to be a YouTuber like mommy. Nightmare. No, you're going to college. You're getting a degree. You're not going to be an e-girl. You're not going to be a streamer. You're not going to be the next Asmongold. You're going to be normal. I've said this before, but like my kids are not even going to know the internet exists. I'm going to raise them as if it is 1875. And God forbid like a phone rings in our house. What is that strange bird I hear? Personally, I had unrestricted access to the internet when I was growing up and I turned out fine.
I mean, growing up, we didn't really have we are in the same generation. I'm 30. I just turned 32. She said she's 34. We grew up in that time where technology was just booming, right? So when we were children, like actual kids, we didn't know what a fucking computer was. We were probably playing with what, Game Boy, the black and white Game Boy, PS1, shit like that. We still watching VHSs and shit with the fat back TVs. So we're definitely have way different experience than our children would. But I don't know. It's tough. I have restricted fucking cable boxes. I couldn't watch certain movie channels because they had porn in the nighttime. So my dad just liked the whole channel even throughout the daytime. So sometimes I'd be like scrolling through the list of fucking DirecTV shit, and I see, oh, Rush Hour's playing. I can't watch it because the whole fucking channel's blocked. So my dad was pretty good at that kind of shit, right? He was pretty good at that kind of shit. But it's going to get tougher and tougher with how technology is going nowadays. For like, you can try your best to keep your kids away from it for as long as they can, but they're all going to need to be able to use it. And you know, and I'm sure there's plenty of times growing up where I wish I had a cell phone to call my dad like, hey, I'm kind of stuck here. Could you? No, oh, okay. It's just a matter of convenience. You give them like a very, very basic, not even like a smartphone. You give them like a flip phone. Give them an old Razor phone, whatever still works. It's all good. Emergencies only.
So that was that video. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. I read every single comment. I'm serious. I see all the shit you freaks write down there. If you like this video, give it a little like. Oh, I hate this part of being a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Subscribe and give it 5 stars. Donate to my Patreon if you can.
I really hate that about YouTube and content creation in general, is you have to remind people to fucking like, share, and subscribe. Like who doesn't know by now? Right? Even children know what to do. If they like your video, they'll like it. If they like enough, they'll subscribe. You don't have to remind them. It's just annoying at this point, right? That's why I condense all our shit into stay tuned. It encompasses all of it. You know what to do. Just fucking stay tuned.
He won't show up tomorrow. I'ma show out for y'all. Give me a little bit of weed and bring me the alcohol. Yes, sir.